Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, we're back with another cruise tip, another part of our beginner's guide to cruising. But today, we're actually going to do something a little bit different. We are going to give a little cruise tip, sort of. But what we're going to talk about today is smoking on a cruise ship. Now, I know this is a controversial subject. There are non-smokers who want it gone from the cruise ships. Understand. There are smokers who think that they're being herded into quarters and not allowed to do and smoke where they want to smoke. You have two completely different sides to an argument, and no matter what side you fall on, there are rules on board cruise ships, and there are rules for reasons. Whether you agree with the rules, disagree with the rules, disagree with why the cruise ship says they do things, or agree with why the cruise ship do things, that's a whole subject and a whole conversation we can have in the comments. Today, we just want to talk about what those rules are, why the cruise lines say those rules exist. That way, we are all on the same page. And the reason I've chosen this topic is I've seen a couple of comments this week, and I heard a story from Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, John Heald. He was on the Carnival Horizon for the day, touring around, taking some videos, talking to folks, and he even tells a story of an individual who just walked up to him and started screaming at him about smoking policies on board cruise ships. And I think part of the reason is this individual didn't understand what the rules and the policies are, and at least the cruise line's explanation of why they are in place. So, onboard cruise ships, now this can vary from cruise line to cruise line, okay? I'm just going to kind of give you some rough basics. If you have specific cruise line questions, you can always check with the cruise lines, go on the internet, look up your specific ship, and it can give you designated smoking areas. I'm just going to go over some of the basics here. All right, so majority of cruise ships that allow smoking will have outdoor smoking areas, designated smoking areas outside where you can smoke. Cruise ships with casinos, for the most part, allow you to smoke in the casino at the games while you are actively playing in the casino. And for the most part, that's pretty much the only places that you can smoke on board cruise ships. Okay? Can't smoke wherever you want. Cannot smoke on your balcony. It is a safety hazard. It is a fire hazard. And listen, these balconies, their wind travels between the two of them. The folks to either side of you don't want to smell it. Above you, below you, do not want to smell it. Okay? Again, whether you agree or disagree, you just can't do it on a balcony. That's a fact. That's a rule. Now, for the individual that was yelling and screaming that he could not smoke at the casino bar during embarkation on board the Carnival Horizon, the reason given for why you are not allowed to do that is because the casino is a muster station. Under the new e-muster system, you have muster stations all around the ship. You don't line up out on the decks like you used to. To add more stations, they have made the casino a certified Coast Guard e-muster station, which means during embarkation, you're going to have smokers, non-smokers, everybody that's assigned to that muster station has to be able to go to it. You can't have that as a smoking section and force non-smokers to go into it. That is the cruise line's explanation as to why. Now, as far as smoking at the bar, at least on Carnival cruise ships, they've said that is never coming back. They are not going to bring it back. It's not going to happen. It's only going to be in the casino playing the games, actively playing the games. You can't just be in there smoking, can't be walking around, anything like that. You have to actively be playing the games in the designated smoking areas in the casino. And that's what the rules are right now for the casinos. Now, I know people have different opinions on the casinos, whether it should be smoking, whether it should not be smoking because the smell goes around the casinos. There's people that do not like that. So again, according to the cruise lines, they have done studies. They have made casinos non-smoking for tests and find that the revenue in the casino goes down versus when they allow smoking and revenue goes up. That is why cruise lines are allowing smoking for those actively playing in casinos. They say it brings in more revenue. Cruise lines are a business. They're in the business of making money. Okay, so believe me, if they could make more money in the casinos by making them non-smoking, they absolutely would do that simply because they're all about making money. They're a business. And cruise lines test this. I think Carnival has one of the best tests going right now. Last time we were on the Carnival Breeze, they have the regular casino that allows smoking, and then down in the old conference room, they built a completely non-smoking casino. And it's been there for coming up on a year now. They should be able to see which of those two casinos is making more money. And believe me, if that non-smoking casino is generating more revenue than the smoking casino, or at any time they switch and the non-smoking casino generates more revenue, you will see non-smoking casinos come across those cruise ships if that's what's going to make them money. Again, whether you agree with the smoking policy or disagree with the smoking policy, this is the reason for it. And like I said, the policy of simply going up to the bar, sitting there, smoking cigarettes in the casino, not playing, that's just not gonna come back. Like it, dislike it, agree with it, disagree with it, it's not gonna come back. You standing around the bar, smoking cigarettes isn't making the cruise lines a ton of money. And it puts extra smoke inside the ship, which the non-smokers just don't want. Again, agree, disagree, these are just the facts being put out by the cruise lines. And it's the way the world is changing. It just is. It honestly wouldn't surprise me here coming up in the next couple of years that there's going to be no smoking inside the cruise ships at all. Keeping in mind the cruise ships that don't have casinos, Disney for example, there is no inside smoking, period. You have to go outside to the designated smoking areas. And I think that's probably what is going to be coming down the pipeline in the future, especially if the finances shift a little bit. You know, either pressure is going to beat them out eventually, or the casinos are going to make more money by being non-smoking. And I think that's probably going to happen. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but I see that coming down in the future. Okay. And one last thing to keep in mind. On embarkation day, if you are a smoker, the ship is going to be refueling. They call this bunkering. Okay. Now, bunkering on a cruise ship on embarkation day can take several hours. It's not a very quick process. Well, anytime the ship is bunkering, the outside smoking areas are going to be closed. There is no smoking on the ship during bunkering. Now, this is part of people's complaint, is they used to be able to go inside to the casino while the ship was bunkering and still be able to smoke. And that's kind of why they're a little pissed off, because they can't go in and do that. As I said, one of these comments that came in basically was, I'm diamond, I'm platinum, I'm very important, so I get on the ship first because I have priority and I'm entitled to get on the ship first. But I'm mad because I can't go and smoke immediately. And it seems like the obvious solution is, well, just don't get on the ship first. Get on the ship later on in the day. You don't have that problem. That's the easiest solution, because guess what? Whether you're diamond, platinum, or whatever, the cruise lines right now are not going to change the rules because it bothers you. Okay? Not on this particular subject. This is all about, keeping it outside unless the casino's making money. That's it. That's the bottom line right now. But I want to share that with anybody that's thinking about taking a cruise. Just know, there are designated areas on the ship for you to do this. And there are rules about when you can do it. I said, bunkering is a rule. You can only do it in the casino if you're actively playing on the games. Know the rules. Check your cruise line's website. Make sure you know the rules before you get on the cruise ship so you're not surprised. So you don't get on, very first person to get on the ship, think that you're going to run up to the deck and have one, only to find out the ship is bunkering, and now you got to wait several hours. So make sure you know before you go, and just understand these policies are in place, good or bad, agree or disagree. Feel free in the comments to put down which one you believe. Should it be allowed? Should it not be allowed? I got a feeling that more people will say it shouldn't than it should, but you guys let me know in the comments and we will see. And that is our cruise tip for today. There are designated smoking areas on a cruise ship, and they are there for reasons. Make sure you know before you go. All right, hope you did enjoy today's video. If you do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow and lets you know anytime we put out a new video. We are still headed towards our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Want to try to get there by the end of November this year, our 2-year channel anniversary. So thank you in advance for everybody that hits that button. And of course, thank you to our loyal subscribers who have already done so. Hope everyone has a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.